Welcome to Spotlight Gulf Coast, a weekly showcase of people and events across South Mississippi. Spotlight Gulf Coast is partnered with William Carey University and sponsored by the IP Casino Resort and Spa, Mississippi Power Company, Ray Brandt Auto Group, and the Butch Ostelet Foundation.
Hi everyone, this is Amanda Ray welcoming you to another episode of Spotlight Gulf Coast. I'm excited to be hosting today. I want to thank our sponsors for this opportunity. We're very excited to have some of my fellow Duchess Club ladies as our guests today. We have Robin Noel, president of Duchess Club, as well as Natalia Diaz, vice president of Duchess Club. So ladies, thank you so much. I feel like I know you on a personal level. We partner a lot in the community as well as being a part of Duchess together. So for our viewers, what I want to talk about is just let's educate people on what is Duchess Club, who do we serve, what's our mission, things like that. So Robin.
Okay, well, I guess we'll start off with the history of the Duchess Club. We were formed in 1949 by a group of caring women who wanted to get together to serve the hardworking and underprivileged families in Ocean Springs by providing Christmas presents for their children. So we'll be having our 75th year starting in 2024, which is pretty amazing.
It's amazing. Natalia, how long have you been a part of Duchess?
I've been a member almost for 10 years, 2013, and I am excited to bring this into this new millennia and opportunity to serve our community continuously because the need is still there,
right.
and we recognize it every single day. So it's a great pleasure to work alongside yourself, Robin, and the rest of our 30 ladies that are members. It's a small group, but it's a powerful group because we actually committed to this. Everything that we do is for the families and for the children of our community.
Yes.
I love it. That's why I love being a part of it. It is a small group of ladies, but the work that we do is so powerful in Ocean Springs. I definitely want to talk about Doll and Toy right now. That's our big fundraiser. We have several throughout the year, but of course this is one of our biggest fundraisers. Yes. This is what requires a lot of manpower from the whole group. It's not just one member, it's the whole group as a whole coming together, getting donations for these kids. So let's talk about that right now. What's the biggest need?
Well, right now I believe the biggest need is for people in the community to adopt a child or a family, which can be done by either buying presents for the children or we do take monetary donations. And that right now is what we're doing. We're getting the list together of what the wishes are for the children, trying to find people to adopt. And we also have, in the community, we put out Christmas trees at different businesses or churches that people can pick an ornament from and adopt that way, maybe instead of an entire child buying just one or two items.
We are very fortunate to have a wide array of partners that are every year we increase the number of the trees because people recognize the need and they want to be a part of the giving and that spirit of that always travels with us at the end of the year.
Yes.
So we do have them at the St. Paul downtown, St. Paul East. We also have it at the YMCA, as you mentioned, the Yacht Club, the Eat, Drink, Love. It's a fine eatery and on the west side of town, and so there's a lot of different opportunities for people to engage. We do, however, need our gifts early.
Yes.
For some people, it's early because December 11th is our deadline because we have to make sure that we sort everything and deliver those to the families before the Christmas and before the school gets out, which is the following week. So.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
and I remember the first time I saw whenever all the toys, this was a couple years back when Jane, of course, manned everything. I mean, it's amazing when you can walk into the big room that we're storing everything and just see how many children and how many people come together to provide gifts for these kids. It's amazing.
It truly is. It's something that I look forward to every year because I feel like it truly gets me into the, Christmas spirit just to see how many people in the community show out and provide for, the children. It's amazing. And I think what's really amazing is just the way that it all comes together.
Right.
And that couldn't be done without our wonderful members who commit their time and hours away from their family, and it's like a Christmas miracle. It's kind of chaotic, and then it all comes together, and you just go, wow. And yeah.
Well, let's talk about, of course, every year we have a beautiful annual Ocean Springs ornament that comes out for Duchess Club. Let's see, last year it was the rooster, correct?
Yes.
Carl the rooster, we did that. This year I'm super excited, the candy shop. Such a fabulous ornament. The designer always does a great job. So how many more of these do we have left right now? I know we ran out, ordered some more. Can people still purchase them?
They can, I believe. I know we ordered more, and we reserved 70 for the community to purchase. So they're going hot and they're going fast. So if you do want to get a candy cottage ornament, they're precious. You can contact us on the Facebook page. It's probably the best way. Or if you know an individual member of the Duchess Club. That's
so they
another
just
way.
need to look at Duchess Club of Ocean Springs on Facebook,
Correct.
and they can find it, or contact a member, myself included. I know I'm out. I've sold all of mine, so
Mine are gone.
Very fast. They go fast every year.
We're going to try to find them. It's our 20th year of doing an ornament. Our first ornament was in 2003.
Wow.
So we are very, very fortunate to have stumbled upon this tradition and have continued it on, showcasing some of the areas in our town and events that we would like for people to have as a commemoration of a certain year, or just as a support Duchess Club and what we do.
Right. As we do this every year, the funds are raised for scholarships, correct?
Correct.
In the community?
Student scholarships for high school seniors. We try to pick every year between 3 and 4 students who will get some sort of scholarship from the Duchess Club, and that can be used towards a 4-year college, 2-year college, or a vocational school. And we try to find those students who may not be the ones who are getting all of the money from the state schools. So perhaps they don't have a 32 on the ACT, but those students who are hardworking, have worked hard, who just need that extra little bit to help them out to get through the year.
Right. That's so nice whenever it doesn't have to have all these other guidelines and qualifications.
Right. We're looking for well-rounded students
that are deserving and
in need. Yes.
Well, we only have about a minute left. I love that Duchess partners with other nonprofits, other organizations in the community, as far as Backpack Buddies, what we do. And then, of course, with Baco Foundation, we're so grateful for our partnership with Duchess. We could not do all of these amazing events without you ladies, especially Renaissance was amazing this year. And my ladies backstage did a great job. So I do want to just thank y'all for our partnership and what you guys do for Baco Foundation and the community.
Oh, you're most welcome.
And thank you for coming on.
We're very fortunate to have Baco as our partner, because we feel that we get a voice out in the community and the wider community as well. And so thank you for being a part of our giving back to the community and the opportunity to serve.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
that. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
That's it for this segment. Join us in just a few minutes. Don't touch that remote. Welcome back, everyone. This is Amanda Ray, Community Relations Director of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi. I'm very excited for our next guest coming up for this segment, the Focus Group ladies. We have Miss Allison Buchanan, CEO of the Focus Group, as well as Sarah Duffey, PR and marketing, social media. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. So, ladies, I'm very excited to finally get you on the show. We know each other from past meetings as well as working together and partnering together. So for our viewers, let's tell them and educate them on what the Focus Group is and what services you guys provide.
Sure. We're a full service marketing firm. In the old days, people might call us an ad agency, but we do so much more that we don't really use that word anymore.
Right.
Marketing can encompass social media, public relations, building somebody a website, doing the marketing to the search engine optimization to make people find that website, and then of course campaigns and television commercials and radio spots and all of the above. So we do just about everything.
Yeah. Perfect.
the whole gamut we offer to our clients. One in particular, I know my friend Wendy Rippey with Trantastic comes and visits with you all every so often. So our team, we were able to create the name, everything from the logo to the signage to the marketing collateral, printed pieces that you get you can pick up on your way in or out. Also, we handle some video production for them, public relations, event planning. We also manage and create content for their social media channels. So please, if you don't already, go follow them, please. Facebook and Instagram.
Yes. So tell me, what would be a reason that someone would come to the focus group? Your average business, it definitely sounds like you can drive sales. You can grow the business with your company and the services that you provide.
Yeah, it's really any marketing challenge. It might be an organization like the Bake Foundation that just wants to get more people engaged. But it's businesses, organizations who want to increase sales. We were talking about it the other day. One of our clients, Biloxi Shrimp Co. We had their wholesale side of their business, and during the pandemic, people weren't going out to eat. So they had freezers full of shrimp, so they started selling them to the public and realized there was demand. So they called us and said, hey, we're ready to do e-commerce. So we built a whole e-commerce platform for them. And we now run all their social media, all their email marketing, and they are selling all over the country. Next day air, people get shrimp all over the country. So they had a challenge to try to move that shrimp, and we had a way to get it out to other people. So it really is, whatever the challenge is, we can solve it.
Yeah. Well, what are some of your other larger campaigns right now that you're working on, or the most recent ones? I know I saw the Bella recently, which you did an excellent job at that.
Yeah, so that's been exciting. We've been working with the Spinners on the Bella project, which is in downtown Biloxi. It's a short-term rental where you can go and rent these beautifully themed, whether it be a music icon or a powerful woman who is graced our TV screens or magazines over the eras, and really kind of getting that vibe that Biloxi kind of has, with the revitalization of downtown. And so we've been able to help create the brand like we did with Trantastic, where it comes to logos, websites, social media. We even planned their preview party, and I know you guys attended. So that's been fun. And also Hansborough Point, which is their condominiums that are in Gulfport as well. So we're helping them get off the ground there. We also been working with, for a long time, is one of my favorite clients is the Department of Mental Health for Mississippi. We run their HIV awareness and resource campaign, as well as, the efforts to fight the opioid epidemic. And so that's kind of a big rewarding thing that we've been able to be a part of and provide the resources and education needed to, better people's lives in Mississippi.
People's Bank is one of our clients. And, there's some commercials running on WXXB now that we've produced, television commercials. So we do everything for them.
Everything, commercials, websites, Facebook, a little bit of everything. I love that. Well, I know whenever we initially sat down and came and met with you guys, I definitely picked up some little points and tips from y'all, about always driving people to the website, no matter what on social, always drive them to that website. So just in the short time that we've known each other, I know.
Is your website traffic up?
It has. Social media's picked up. We have more followers. You definitely gave us some great tips. Good. So I'll talk a little bit about Bake Foundation and how we partnered and how we had our recent board retreat. And y'all did the strategic planning for that, which was amazing. We had such good feedback from our board, from our advisory board, from everyone. They really enjoyed it. So let's talk about kind of how you guys lead different things besides just the website and the marketing and things like that.
Well, that service, that part of our business really evolved out of us just doing foundational work so that the marketing campaigns that we create work better.
Right.
Because if we do the research and learn more information about what we're really trying to achieve, then we can figure out a great solution. And so for Bake Foundation, we came in and spent a half a day. First, we started with a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and that really gets the conversation going.
Exactly.
And it creates that, everybody just sort of the light bulb goes on, and you realize, okay, these are the things we should capitalize on, and these are the things we really need to work on. And so we led that process with your whole board, which I never realized you had such a great and large board, and they were all there and very engaged. So we were able to extract out of them just what we needed to lay down for the foundation. And then from there, we were able to figure out what your goals are.
Right.
And as a group, we just kind of facilitated the conversation with your team, defining what the goals were. Well, then once you have goals, then you can decide what you're going to do to achieve those goals.
Right.
So then we worked with y'all to come up with lists of tactics to achieve those goals, and then we prioritized them and then distilled it down into something that y'all could use. So.
And we loved it, and it was just so interesting to sit down and have an outside source kind of lay out everything for us and dig deep and really figure out, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, what we need to improve on, what we're lacking. And as a whole, we just had great feedback from our board, our staff. It definitely has put us in a good direction for the future.
Yeah, and the thing is, you just keep reminding yourself and keep pulling that out because it'll keep you focused on where you need to go.
Right.
A lot of people, it's a great step to do a strategic plan, and a lot of people don't take that step because it does take time.
Right.
But then it's worth it.
Right, it's worth it in the end. It does take time, but it's definitely worth it, especially when setting goals and when you want to grow and get larger. And
you've been doing such a great job, you know, since you came on board at the Baco Foundation. You know, we were just happy that we could, you know, give our knowledge to y'all to be able to grow, because now, you know, whenever I started with Baco back in the day, it was just limited to Jackson County, and now here you are on
coastwide
XXV and places in Gulfport. And
I know,
and
with y'all sitting here on the couch.
Yeah, I grew up in Pascagoula and had always heard of the foundation, but never realized until that whole process how coastwide y'all had become.
Right. Well, we're going to take a short commercial break. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back with the ladies of the focus group. Welcome back, everyone. This is Amanda Ray with Baco Foundation. Of course, we have our beautiful ladies with the focus group, Allison Buchanan, Sarah Duffey. I really enjoyed that last segment. So with this segment, let's talk more about the focus group and what areas you serve. I know some people might think it might only be the Gulf Coast, but you actually serve all over. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, things have changed a lot, even more so in the past few years. We used to be just local, but now we have clients all over the country. And we'll respond to RFPs in Texas or Washington State. If it's the right niche, let's say we have a client in a certain industry here, and we've gotten some knowledge and we know how to market that particular thing. If we see an RFP or identify a potential prospect in another state where we can leverage that knowledge and use it, and they're not competing with our client here, why not?
Right.
And so we do have clients in other parts of the country, so there's really no limit. Anymore.
One of the major campaigns we work with is Purple Flag Accreditation. It's an accreditation program for senior living communities. And so it first started out as just being designated for dementia care, you know, memory care communities and things of that nature. But we've been able to help them grow and, you know, adopt the accreditation, you know, community-wide at these, you know, places. And that was birthed out of the Connecticut.
They're based in
Living
Connecticut.
Association.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we work with people in Boston and Massachusetts and Connecticut as they're growing, and so that's been really fun and interesting to work with.
That's wonderful. Well, I know we were just talking during the break, artificial intelligence, and with the marketing industry evolving right now. How do you guys keep up with the times? How are you keeping up with everything? How are you staying up to the know right now?
Well, when it first came out, we sat down in a staff meeting and said, okay, you can look at this as something that's going to take your job away, or you can look at this as something that can make you better at your job. So the next week, everybody came back to staff meeting with one way that they were using it. So, and we talked around the table, and it was amazing the creative ways they were using it. But then they quickly realized that her team, especially the social media and PR team, is able to leverage the ability to use it.
AI, you know, it's a great tool, but it still needs that human touch. I don't know if it'll ever be perfect, because, you know, you still have to put like your thinking cap on and fact check, because some of the things that it prompts you with aren't necessarily true. One thing that I know that we've used them for is we create content calendars for social media for most of our clients, where we prepare a month prior what we're going to post that month. And so we would use it to strengthen our skills. You know, we can put in, write a post about, Alzheimer's Awareness Month. And then we go back through and we, put it in the language that meets the tone or the brand of our clients. And so, we've really fully embraced it and used it to get better, because the best way you can get better at writing is through editing. And so you can take that and make it your own. And yes, it helps things go a little bit more efficiently or faster. Some of the more tedious things, like I've been able to put budgets together, using AI. Of course, you have to go back in and massage the numbers a little bit more, because you know what you're trying to accomplish. And so we're here for it. I don't think that you'll ever see the human touch be taken away from the marketing side, even with design work and things. They're still in the beginning stages, but there's something to be said about putting your heart and soul into a project and producing something that's really going to register person to person, not
totally
computer
agree.
to person.
I totally agree.
And if somebody has a small budget, they can't afford to pay for an expensive voiceover, let's say, there are places we can go to get a quick voice for something that is really totally artificially created, and we can tweak the pronunciation and the timing and all of that. So
that's the best part, I think, about the technology, and that we are able to now have access to royalty-free music. There's so many creators out there, so many wonderfully talented people, and they're able to share their work. And most of the time it's for free or for a very small amount. So we encourage anybody who needs a little bit of help in the marketing realm. We're not here to charge you $100,000. We can work with any budget, big or small, and to make your vision come to life.
So if a company or business is out there and they're interested in reaching out to you and just kind of sitting down, picking your brain, getting a consultation or something, how do they go about that? Of course, Facebook website.
The website, I get inquiries just about every day from our website, and I'm always glad to see those, and we'll call them right back. Or they can call our office.
Okay.
And no business is really too small. A lot of people feel intimidated to call an agency.
Right.
But we can do one tiny project, and it's great for us and great for them, and it gives them a little bit more revenue or volume, and then they can spend a little more money. And so if we can help them in the long run, it helps everybody.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, let's talk about how you guys partner with other people in the community. I know, of course, with Baco Foundation, we loved having you guys at Renaissance and Runway. I don't know if that was I know you've been at Renaissance before. I don't know if that was your first time experiencing that.
Yeah, no, I had not been.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty wild, but it's so much fun. It's all about fashion fun, giving back to the community. Sarah always does such a phenomenal job.
Yeah, she was amazing.
And I swear she always takes the best pictures. She always has this attitude and this aura around her that lands her an awesome picture.
Well, I saw some good pictures of you.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. But Sarah does a good job. So talk about Renaissance and your experience this year. And
well, I first got involved with Baco whenever I started working at Singing River, I guess in 2013 or 2014, and did the Jolly. Was on the committee a couple of years for that. And then as the Renaissance Runway came through, of course, I was first on the list to sign up to help support y'all's mission. And, what more fun is it to, have a fashion show and get to work with these local boutiques and businesses to, spread our stuff and also raise money for a good cause. And so, this year was probably my 5th year, I believe. I think you all have done it 7 years. And it's just so fun. And even if you're not in the show, it's just a good energy, and to see the entertainment. Of course, the MCs are hilarious. They always have a good time. It's just one of those things that keeps getting bigger and bigger, and that's a great, account to your hard work. So thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And maybe I can pick your brains about next year, about how we can grow it, because that's another thing with our fundraisers. Every year, we top the last year's event, and it gets bigger and bigger, and we have more people in the crowd, more models. So definitely, I'd love to sit down and just talk more about how we can continue to grow that, because it really is. It's a good business tool for the boutiques, but for the models. They're walking out on that runway with a lot of very powerful people in the community in the audience, and it's just good engagement backstage. It's a great event. So we loved having you guys a part of it, and I'm grateful for having our strategic planning with the focus group. So I'm just excited for y'all. Is there anything else? We've got less than a minute, not too long, but anything else that you guys can think of before we go?
Well, I think the one thing that I've learned a lot from Allison is about ROI and how we try to provide our clients, return on investment. We talked about budgets and things of that nature, but, we really do try to track very, heavily our results. And, a lot of agencies or firms or whatever, they kind of keep things close-knit.
Right.
And so we try to be as open and transparent with our clients to let them know, what they're paying for on our behalf, and hopefully it pays off for them too.
Yeah. You can do something really cute and clever
Right.
and make people smile, and it doesn't do anything to
Right.
increase business.
Right.
So we have to make sure it has a reason
Right. Of
and a
course.
goal.
Well, thank you, ladies. Y'all do wonderful work, and we're very grateful for y'all in the community. So we appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Amanda.
So that's it for this episode of Spotlight Gulf Coast. Join us again next weekend for another episode. Take care and God bless.